Linda Mathis is out here dropping bombs about Judge Greg Mathis. And trust me, it's not pretty. We're talking about a double life that'll make your jaw hit the floor just when we thought that the divorce drama couldn't possibly get worse. Linda said, "Hold my beard, y'all, for 30. 9 years Judge Mathis and Linda served us couple go realness. They had us all thinking that they were the perfect pair. But what if everything we thought we knew about the judge was one big lie?" Linda filed for divorce, citing the classic irreconcilable differences. But honey, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're hearing whispers about some wild stuff, occult behavior, and the judge was swinging both ways, if you know what I mean. But listen up, y'all, cause this tea I'm about to spill will have you seeing Judge Mathis in a whole new light. So y'all think you know Judge Mathis? Well, his wife's latest claims might have you second-guessing everything you thought you knew. But what kind of secrets could a TV judge be hiding? Well, Linda Mathis ain't just talking a little side piece. She's accusing of Judge living a whole double life. Let's break it down, cause Linda's throwing some serious shade. She's saying Judge Mathis has allegedly been playing for both teams, if you catch my drift. Yeah, you heard that right. Linda's claiming he's allegedly been messing around with men's and women's behind her back. But wait, it gets even wilder. She's also hinting at some dark Hollywood stuff, talking about occultic practices and shady rituals. Like, what in the world now? Y'all know Judge Meth has always come across as the upstanding family man, right? Mr. Moral Authority on TV, land down the law, and all of that. But if Linda's telling the truth, it looks like he might have been passing sentences by day and breaking vows by night. Talk about a plot twist. Linda says she's totally blindsided by all of it. But can you believe it? They were out here looking all lovey-dovey on social media, serving up couple ghost for nearly 4 decades now. She's saying it was all smoking mirrors. Makes you wonder what's really going on behind these perfect Instagram posts, doesn't it? But hold on, because there's more to the story. Rumor has it that Judge Matthew might have had a secret love child out there somewhere. Yes, y'all, Linda throwing around accusations that suggest Mathis might have had an affair that resulted in a whole another child. Now, that's what we call baggage, because the tea is crazy hot, and it's practically boiling over. Just a few weeks ago, they looked happy as clams. Now it's like World War III up in here. But let's not forget Linda was mostly a stay-at-home mom during their marriage, and now folks are wondering if she's trying to secure the bag with all these wild claims. But honestly, would you make this kind of stuff up for just some cash? It's a whole lot to think about. I mean, they've got grown kids together. But the whole situation is giving whiplash. 1 minute Judge Mathis is a respected TV personality, dishing out justice and life lessons. The next thing we know, he's being painted as some kind of jackal and high character, living it up in the secret world of affairs and rituals. It's like finding out your straight lock neighbor is actually a secret agent or something. But what if Judge Mathis's double life goes way deeper than just cheating? We're talking Hollywood's darkest secrets here, cause Linda's spilling to you about stuff that'll make your skin crawl. Okay, so we all know that Hollywood isn't the glitzy glamour that we all think it is, right? There's been whispers for years about some really shady stuff going down behind the scenes. I'm talking about celebrities getting mixed up in some spooky stuff like occult practices and secret rituals that somebody say naughty. Well, no, I'm not saying that is true. But these rumors have been floating around for ages. Let's talk about this down low culture in Hollywood. It's like this open secret that nobody really wants to address. And you got these big name celebrities, usually men, who are all about the public image of being straight. But behind closed doors, they're living a whole different life, hooking up with other men on the low. So when Linda started throwing around these accusations about Judge Mathis, it's like she's lifting the curtain on this whole other world. And if what she's saying is true, it's not just about the judge stepping out on her. It's about him being a part of this secret Hollywood scene that most of us couldn't even imagine. Think about it. We've been watching Judge Mathis on TV for years, thinking we know who he is, this straight lock, non-nonsense guy laying down the law. But what if that was just his day job? What if when the camera stopped rolling, he's off doing some crazy stuff that would shock us all? And it's not just about cheating, y'all. Linda's hinting at some really dark stuff, like imagine Judge Mathis allegedly involved in some kind of satanic rituals. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what she's putting out there now. I'm not saying we should believe everything we hear, But you got to admit it makes you look at Judge Mathis differently like every time he's on TV now. Are you going to be wondering what he's really up to when he's not in that courtroom? Unless be real a second for millisecond. If Linda's telling the truth, it's not just about Judge Mathis. It's about this whole secret world in Hollywood that we really don't get to see. And it makes you wonder how many other celebs are living double lives. Doesn't it? Like, who else is out here pretending to be one thing in public, doing something totally different behind closed doors? It's crazy to think about how this could be happening right under our noses. We're out here watching these celebs on TV, following them on social media, thinking we know them. But do we really? If Judge Mathis can keep something like this under wraps for 39 whole years, who knows what other secrets are out there? And y'all, it's not just about the shock value either. Imagine being Linda, thinking you know your husband for almost 4 decades, and then find out he's been living this whole other life. That's got to be crazy. But just when you think this couldn't get messier, there's a twist. It's Linda telling the whole truth. Or is she playing a high-stakes game for a bigger payday? The plot thickens, y'all, and Judge Mathis is not staying quiet. Y'all, this divorce drama is serving up more plot twists and turns than a roller coaster. You've heard Linda's explosive claims. But now Judge Mathis has stepped up to the mic and joined the chat, and his side of the story might just change everything. Here's the tea. Judge Mathis is out here saying that he's going to fight for his marriage after all those wild allegations. He's not throwing in the towel just yet. But get this, he's admitted to some stuff too. The judge owned up to neglecting his wife and blaming his crazy work schedule for all the drama.
I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. See how many at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
Now, I know what you're thinking, neglect. That's a far cry from satanic rituals and secret gay affairs, right? But hold on, because this where it gets really interesting. Some folks are starting to wonder if Linda's got a different kind of agenda. You know how they say follow the money? Well, turns out Linda is seeking some serious spousal support in this divorce. Let me tell you, after being a stay-at-home mom, while Judge Mathis was gallivanting around the world and building his empire, she's probably looking at a pretty sweet payday. But here's where things get a little murky. Nobody knows if these two had a prenup. I mean, when they got married, they were just regular folks without all this TV judge money. So if there's no prenup, well, let's just say the stakes in this divorce game just got a whole lot higher. So now we're all sitting here wondering, is Linda spilling real tea? Or is she just trying to secure the bag? I mean, accusing her husband of 39 years being in some kind of satanic cult and having secret gay affairs. That's not just your everyday divorce drama. That's some next level stuff right there. But let's think about this for a second. If Linda's making all this up just to get more money, that's a pretty wild strategy, because once you put that kind of stuff out there, there's no taking it back. Your reputation, your kids, your whole life, it all gets caught in the crossfire. On the other hand, if Judge Mathis really has been living his double life all these years, I mean, can you imagine this man's been on TV in our living rooms, laying down the law and giving out a life advice? And all this time, he might have been hiding his career on the other side of himself. It's enough to make you question everything you thought you knew. So now we're all left wondering who's really telling the truth in this Met situation. Is Judge Mathis the bad guy Linda is painting him out to be? Or is she just trying to cash in on their split? Either way, one thing's with short, two things for certain. This divorce is turning out to be way more complicated than anybody could have guessed. Y'all, this drama is shaking up everything we thought we knew. His whole career is built on being this straight and narrow TV judge. But now it's like his reputation's hanging on by a thread like the rest of Hollywood. The fans have been leaving comments saying Linda said enough. I ain't pretending no more now. Run me my house. I'm actually not surprised. He always came off like a hole to me. And this marriage has been over his antics on TV were just a glimpse of what brought this on. She stayed for the coins until they weren't enough. What do y'all think about this? Is Judge Mathis really mixed up in all this wild stuff? Or is Linda just out for revenge? Drop your thoughts in comments below, cuz I'm dying to know what you think about this mess.